they mix up stun characters to support characters into like a fully support category. Do you want my honest opinion about this? I feel like this is such a stupid change, but hey, I will give them a benefit of a doubt. Okay, what's up guys? Hyun here, and we are streaming right now on twitch.tv/HyunYu live, and also multi-streaming on YouTube. If you guys wanna come, feel free to come. That's a weird thing to say, but not that way, okay? But today we are gonna look at Pride Win tier list, the most controversial site ever in the gacha space for some reason. And it seems like Brightwen made big changes on their tier list from what I heard. And the chat is telling me that I'm gonna get a reaction from this. Gonna get shocked. So, I don't know if Brightwen is gonna have a great decision this time, because because last time, the last tier list video that I made, I'm quite disappointed because Jane Doe is still on tier 1.5, I think, or I forgot what tier she is, but her tier list didn't go up at all when Yuzuha came out, and I don't know why she didn't go up. So I'm quite disappointed about that one. But there's literally no criticism before that. But I do wonder what is Pride when cooking this time around, okay? Especially with the release of Alice. I haven't gotten Alice, by the way. I literally skip Alice. I'm gonna try to do a cheeky 10 pull to get Alice, but we will see later. But for now, let's not talk about Alice. We're gonna talk about Pride Win tier list, okay? So without further ado, let's get into this, okay? Like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, let's go. Okay, we are on the tier list now. Do I want to get surprise or let's go to changelog first? I feel like we should go for tier list first, like the usual one, right? I think we should go for tier list first to get surprise, and then we're gonna see the logs later. Okay, surprise first. Okay. Let's get ready. Surprise, to be honest, I like QL for this. It clarifies the okay. Okay. Let's start with Apex characters first. Of course, as you can see, the big change. I think I already know the big change that a lot of people are talking about. The mix, as you can see, guys, my big head is like covering it. But they mix up stun characters to support characters into like a fully support category. How should I say this? Stun is gone. Yeah, stun, defense, and support mix. Do you want my honest opinion about this? I feel like this is such a stupid change, but hey, I will give them a benefit of a doubt that maybe they will give a good reason why they mix up stun to the supports. Okay? Because in my opinion, that's such a stupid thing to do. And let me give my reasons why. Because like that category helps a lot of people to know who is the best stunner to get, I mean, they will still know who is the best one to, like, a best character to get, but also, like, I don't know. I just don't know how to feel about this. Because the thing for me, I feel like separation with roles is super good for tier list, but making stun into a support is kinda generalizing the whole role itself, Because the thing is, yes, in our eyes, stunner, support, defense character are generally support. But the thing is, the word generally, it will generalize those three roles, that it seems like those three roles are just literally fully support, which is not, because like the fully support is like Astra Yao, Yuzua. Those characters are like the fully support characters, or like literally specific support characters. And I would actually like agree with their like previous category where shield characters is also a support, because I mean, shield characters is in my opinion, especially with Paninus release, they're definitely a support at that point. But putting stunners and mixing them up together with support and defense characters is kind of weird in my opinion, because I mean, yeah, stun characters lately have been like literally been called a support characters, especially lighter. Like lighter is definitely a support character at this point, but also that removes like, I don't know, I just don't like the three roles getting generalized together or like put on together that they are called support. I would like for stun characters to be separated. I don't know what to say about this. They still have I mean, yeah, they still have tag, a stun tag, but also I just don't know what to feel about it, you know. I don't know what to say. I mean, I love their changes on secondary DPS because that makes sense. That makes more sense. But also, yes, they specifically like, you know, changes the way how DPS and secondary DPS works. But also they, if they separate these two together, they should not mix up stun and support characters. Because yes, they do support the characters with their insane buff, but also like I just don't know. I feel weird about it. It's not that I don't accept it. It's just you know, like I just don't agree with it. Because in general, yes, they do support, but also they have different roles because they stun. They're a stunner, and they are ranked by how fast they are stunned, how their kit works. Are they on-field stunner? Are they off-field stunner? It's not like support where, because I mean support is literally just do some stuff that will activate that buff and then change to your main DPS. But the stunner is like, I feel like stunner have more big role in combat itself compared to support. I mean, that's not saying that support is not doing anything in the combat. Mainly, I'm saying like mainly support's deal is literally to support. That's literally their name. But on stunner itself, I don't know. I just feel weird about it. But you know what? I will look at the change logs later to see what their reasoning on these changes. But from the big changes that I have seen also, they do have partner tag now. Partner with Miyabi, partner with Yishuan. Do you guys agree with Jufufu being literally have partner tag with Yishuan? And unnecessarily, I don't think. I just don't think Jufufu need a partner. I mean, yes, Jufufu can have partner tag with Yishuan. I mean, they added it, but also like I just don't agree with it because it's like that's basically like saying like you can only use Jufufu on Yishuan, which I don't really agree. Or like saying like Jufufu got carried by Yishuan on the tier. I don't know. I mean, I said the same take last time on the Jufufu tier list. I said the same thing. Just don't agree with it. But I mean, I already said it before. I just, yeah. On Sokaku, I agree with this. Definitely Sokaku got carried by Miyabi. I mean, makes sense. But at least I said this before also, put partner tag on Lycon please. Because literally Lycon got carried by Hugo and Miyabi. Okay? There's no way Lycon still don't have partner tag. Put a partner tag on Lycon. Add a freaking like Miyabi and freaking Hugo parenthesis in this. And I would like that on Lycon, please. Like no, Lycon has multiple partners. Who? Miyabi. Hugo. That's two. That's not multiple. Multiple is like 3 or more. Okay? It's not multiple partners. Literally. Who is like the only ice characters here? Hugo and Miyabi. That's it. So she like Lycon should have partner tag because he literally got carried. But the thing is, Lycon doesn't even deserve tier 0.5. I feel like Lycon should deserve like tier 1 at least. You know? So ako I would argue would be nice for tier 0.5. But yeah. I still feel like Nicole, again, I was always say this, Nicole should be in tier 0. Why is Nicole still in tier 0.5? But that's a old take anymore. That's a old take now. So let's not talk about that. No changes on secondary DPS. We do have Alice, which is in tier 0.5. I did try Alice on like the story itself. Her damage dealing and how she fights, it looks good. It's literally like physical Miyabi. I said this before. It's physical Miyabi. You know, I mean, Miyabi. I feel like Alice is the definition of Miyabi's kit is too strong. Okay, it's not Miyabi. The thing is, Miyabi. Yes, Miyabi have like a freaking stupid big multipliers, but I feel like a lot of people are devaluing Miyabi's kit itself, or how Miyabi's kit works, and how or Miyabi's kit is so good, and you don't even need crit base build on how she works or her mechanic, because Alice is the definition of that. Like Alice that is not a crit base, she's like anomaly based character. Basically you need to build her anomaly mastery and anomaly proficiency with attack and stuff like normal anomaly does. But she has Miyabi mechanics. And I feel like that proves that Miyabi mechanics is so strong, and that proves that Miyabi is just not only multipliers. She also have like her mechanics is also stupidly strong. I feel like Alice proves that, especially her being in tier 0.5. And her quick swap definitely is like a big thing also, just like I mean it's the same as Miyabi. Like when Alice does like the 3 blade etiquette thingy, you can switch oh my god, I cannot talk. Quick swap very fast. And since I edited like Soul's video about it, I definitely saw a good enough footage of her being a dominating and physical anomaly character. And definitely one of the best anomaly characters that we have right now. Of course, excluding Miyabi. I mean, come on. Like we already know Miyabi is stupidly strong until today. I mean, look at that. Miyabi is still in tier 0. She's still unfazed. Or like it's been like how many patches now? It's been like I don't know, like 5, 6, 7, 2.1. It's been five patches now. Miyabi is still there standing in tier 0. Okay? Yanagi is still in there. I can't believe that Yanagi is still in 0.5. Because I'm gonna crash out if Yanagi like somehow goes down the tier. I'm actually gonna crash out on tier on Pride Win, but thank God. And also Bernice. Hey, we love those changes. Honestly, I thought Bernice is gonna go down, but I guess with the release of Izuha, Bernice is still gonna still can still cling on the tier 0.5 cliff and not fall down. Let's see the meta characters now. Ooh, this one is definitely interesting. Void Hunter shall not be at class. Yeah. Lycon has multiple partners. The Shark Girl? Hell no! Hell no! The thing is, Lycon should not be... If Lycon is gonna be in tier 0.5, Lycon is got carried by Hugo and Miyabi, okay? Because Lycon is like tier 1, in my opinion. I think the purpose of partner tag is for if there only one best team. That's a stupid. I mean, that's a good take, but also Jufufu's only one best team, Yishuan. Then you can use it. You can use Jufufu with many team comps. Hell no. I still disagree with the partner tag with Jufufu. Get freak Haru. Oh my god. Haru is still on tier 1.5, which is crazy. Seeing no changes with the placement from stunner and support. I mean, I cannot really say much about this because honestly, the tier 1 supports and stunners are a very solid stunner. I still think Rina should go down the tier because the thing is, M1 Rina would definitely gonna be in tier 1, but M0 is suck booty, sucks ass. That what Rina is just ass in M0. Okay, M0 Rina trash. I mean, she's still good, but trash compared to other characters that we have right now. She's not even a solid character on M0. M1 changes her so much that she will be in tier 1, I think. But she deserves tier 2. No way. Tier 1, oh, the big changes. The one that I love. Jane Doe. I still cannot believe this. Oh my god. I know. The thing is, I've been glazing Piper and Jane Doe because I like physical anomaly. Like you saw my previous not characters but videos lately about like Piper, right, and also Jane Doe, especially with the release of Yuzuha. I glaze physical anomaly a lot, but holy, I joke about this last time, I think. when I said Jane Doe should be in tier 1, that I 100% believe. And I think I said at the same time that I would forgive Pride if Jane Doe goes down in tier 1 and also Piper goes up. That's a kind of like a joke for me, just like a joke because I didn't really expect for like Piper to go up also when Jane Doe goes up the tier. I didn't expect that. Like Lish. I cannot believe like actually Piper and Jane Doe. I mean it's M6 Piper, but also M6 Piper and base Jane Doe is on the same level, which is crazy. Oh my god, the Piper agenda is still going strong. I cannot believe this. Oh my god. I mean, Piper is literally the GOAT, bruh. Piper is the GOAT. Oh my god. We love it. Oh yeah, they added an I tag on Caesar and Lucy and also Rina. So okay. Like you said, Durak, they are definitely thinking Rina to go down a tier. But why Caesar and Lucy? I mean, yeah, I get it because with the release of Yuzua having an attack buff and also with Asra having an attack buff, but I feel like that doesn't mean that Lucy should go down a tier. If they have like a watch list tag on both of them, especially Caesar. I mean, yes, Caesar doesn't have any endgame to work with and or mainly to work with other than Battle Tower, but also her value is still good. She's still a solid character to get. I feel like tier 1 is like the best place for her in my opinion. Lucy though, I don't know why Lucy's getting a watch list. Are they gonna make Lucy go down a tier and then Rina go down a tier also? But that's like, it's like M6 Lucy, so that doesn't make sense at all. Thank you for letting me know about the watch tag or watch list tag. I clearly forgot about that. But still no changes on tier 1. Ellen is still going strong on tier 1. And this proves that for the past patches now, this proves that Ellen is still going like the buff that they put on Ellen is not that, how should I say, it's not that insane that she will be in tier 0.5, but good enough to make the character a solid character to get. Which is honestly, I'm so fucking, I don't know, I feel so good knowing that fact. Because that means that if they buff, like let's say they buff Harumasa or Soldier 11, they're definitely gonna be in tier 1. Definitely. Zuyan is still going strong. I mean, Zuyan is still a solid character. Of course, mid Sanbi, still in tier 1. I mean, I do wonder when she's gonna move in tier 1 because like hoyoverse, not hoyoverse, but Zenless Zone Zero devs is still not giving us any characters that can work with Soldier Zero and B. We thought Jufufu can work with her, but no, it didn't happen. It didn't happen at all. Harumasa's still here. I feel like Harumasa should just go down. Harumasa should just go down. Soldier 11 partner tag with lighter tier 2. Damn. Okay. I mean, this M0. I'm gonna say, I'm literally about to say that Soldier 11 should be in tier 1.5, but I remember it's M0, so yeah. Soldier 11, I'm sorry, just stay there on tier 2. And then niche characters. I mean, nothing changes on niche characters. I still cannot believe Koleida is in tier 3 now. I mean, Set is in tier 3, I get that, but Koleida, I mean, it makes sense. Koleida is weak now. Let's see the changelogs now. This is gonna be a yappy one, okay? Let's see this. In this update, we're merging stun and support categories in one category. The reason behind this is that both characters often feed the same supportive team stat and composition interchangeably, albeit with slightly different flavors. With this change, stunners and odd supports will not be ranked against each other, will be feel so closer to how players build team in-game. Nah. If that's the reason why, I don't agree with it. Nah. If that's the reason, because yes, it feels the same supported team slot and composition, but there's still a different kind of character. Because if this is their reason for stun and support category to merge into one, then they should have not changed secondary DPS to primary DPS. Or they literally just should merge back the sub DPS to the main DPS again to like turn it into a DPS category if they're gonna merge support and stun. That's literally what I said earlier at the very start when I saw this. they should have just merged the DPS also, if that's the case. If this is their reason for merging stun and support, I think a lot of people will agree with this, but also kind of feel weird about this. In my opinion, I feel like they should have judged. I feel like the previous category format would still initially, there's no need to merge them. In my opinion, there's no need to merge them, especially with this kind of reasoning. This doesn't really, how should I say this? This doesn't really satisfy my questioning about this whole change. But anyways, it's their tier list. Cannot say much about it. I can only disagree. With that said, to highlight the difference, the style between old support and stun units, we add a new stun tag to old stun unit category units. This includes lighter Lycon, Trigger, Jehofu, Chingy, Pulcra, Coleda, and Anbi. Stun tag description: agent belong to stun category in game, categorized by their shared ability to apply more days than other characters, generally focusing on stun related disk drives and stats. Meh. Okay, one more. Okay, but before we continue, one more reason why I also feel weird about this is because of Hugo. Hugo's gimmick is to stun. Weird feeling that I get about this is because of like Stanner getting filled the same team slots as support. Doesn't make sense to me because the only character that can do that is Hugo. I mean, a lot of other characters can also do that, but usually that's not the best way to do it, or best way to a best team composition. So that also one of the reasons why I don't feel good, then I feel weird about this change. Anyways, we're also cleaning up some tags that no longer make sense, that aren't needed in the current state of the game. Remove the tag of buff, disorder, hybrid stun. Okay, disorder, I would disagree. Disorder, I feel like they should still add disorder, but I guess with the release of new effects, I mean, yeah, I get it. I feel like I kind of agree that they should remove disorder because anomaly characters lately have their own unique effects, especially with Hugo, with the like totalize and stuff. They have like new effects now, like polarize, assault. So I guess I get that. In addition, we're also clarifying with this character's partner tag refer to. This can be seen on Soldier 11 partner tag with lighter. I agree. Jufufu lighter issue 1, I do not maybe agree. On Sukaku partner Miyabi, yeah. Anton partner Astrayaw. Oh, that's so funny. Anton partner Astrayaw. Note that partner tags can go one way but not the other. Miyabi is not partner tag with Sukaku. However, Sukaku is partner tag with Miyabi due to needing her to reach level performance, but not the other way around. Wait, so are you saying... Wait, what? Note that partner tags go one way but not the other way. Miyabi is not partner tag with Sukaku. However, Sukaku is partner tag with Miyabi due to her needing her to reach her level of performance, but not the other way around. So are they saying that Miyabi needs Sukaku to reach like the high level performance, but Sukaku doesn't need Miyabi for Sukaku to have a good performance? Is that what they're saying? Then if that's what they're saying, I'm more disagreeing with Jufufu partnering with Yishuan, you know? I feel like Yishuan should have the partner tag for Jufufu instead of Jufufu having a partner tag for Yishuan. If that's the way they're going at it, I feel like you know. Oh, Sukaku needs Miyabi. Miyabi doesn't. The thing, yeah, that's what I said. It's like I'm more disagreeing with Jufufu partnering with Yishuan because they're definitely saying that Yishuan doesn't need Jufufu. Which I agree, but that doesn't mean Jufufu needs Yishuan, in my opinion. So that gives me more. You entirely misunderstood what they put. Wait, why? Can you explain it to me? Because you said it just now. It's the same thing as I understand it. Sukaku needs Miyabi. Miyabi doesn't need Sukaku. Yeah. Oh no. I mean, Sukaku can help Miyabi for like a high performance tag. But like I said, Miyabi doesn't really need Sukaku. Miyabi can just use Astrayaw for that to have like the best performance. You know? That's why like I said, when I look at your comments, when you said like Sukaku needs Miyabi doesn't need Sukaku. That's the same thing as my understanding about it. That's why I disagree more on it, because that's saying like Jufufu needs Yishuan, but Yishuan doesn't need Sokaku. I agree with the second point of Yishuan doesn't need, Yishuan doesn't need Jufufu. I agree with that. Yishuan doesn't really need Jufufu, but also, Jufufu doesn't really need Yishuan. I feel like this is like a trigger situation with Sandy, just like I said like last tier list, where Trigger can still stand up on its own without Sandy. That's why I said Jufufu doesn't really need partner tag, because Jufufu can stand up without Jishuan. Yes, Jishuan is tier 0, of course, an opposite how should I say, situation where Sandy is like down below compared to Trigger. It's an opposite comparison, but also it's still the same. Like Jufufu can still stand up without Yushuan. I have the same understanding as you, Durak. Maybe I worded it wrong. I'm sorry about that. For YouTube viewers, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I worded that wrong. But yes, I agree. Sokaku needs Miyabi. Miyabi doesn't need Sokaku. But that amplifies more my disagreement on Jufufu having partnered with Yishuan, because that explains that Jufufu needs Yishuan to be in tier 0.5, when in my opinion she doesn't. Jufufu can still be in tier 0.5 without Yishuan, That's my opinion though. One of the reasons, okay, let me actually give a reason why. Jufufu's like kit. You look at Jufufu's kit. Jufufu's kit is like lighter being a support. It's basically like that, giving us more 1000 extra decibel, giving us crit buff. What's more, increased damage in chain and ultimate. If you look at like Jufufu's kit, it's like built for Yishuan, because Yishuan needs Jufufu. I feel like Yishuan. That's why like Jufufu is her best in slot stunner, because her kit is built for Yishuan. Also, Jufufu's like stuff is built for many characters in the game also. So that's why like I'm still disagreeing with like partner tag. Anyways, let's stop that yapping. Let's go to changelogs now, because we need to speed up this video. We're taking a long time. It's been 30 minutes now since the since the recording. While Alice placing in tier 0.5 DPS, based on testing, she performs still better physical anomaly department Jane and Piper. That said, it's worth noting upcoming endgame encounters expected to favor one character or similar damage profiles heavily Jane and Piper, meaning that this period is possible her rating will need to be re-evaluated. Also, we want to highlight the difference between Alice and her signature. Without is more pronounced than any other agents. Oh, are they saying like Alice signature change her performance that high, that big or something? Okay, that's interesting. I haven't actually seen her signature yet, because I don't have Alice. Okay, I do have one thing about this. I saw this one take about Jane Doe that I actually agree a lot. If you guys remember 1.1, when Jane Doe got released, we have a lot of like, we don't really have a lot, but mostly in the game itself, we have a lot of physical weakness enemy. And Jane Doe damage is too high. That's I think Jane Doe is actually in tier 0 when like when she came out on 1.1. Her damage is so high that they had to limit physical weakness boss for the past how many patches. They literally didn't like release any physical enemies when after 1.1, that diminished like Jane Doe's value. That's an interesting to see, especially with the past patches when Jane Doe came out, because that explains that Jane Doe is just stupidly strong when she came out, that the devs is literally like, oh my god, Jane Doe is too OP, that we had to not give her any more advantages in the game. Which I honestly I agree with that. I agree with that take of like the devs are just they made Jane Doe too OP, especially with her assault triggers or assault damage. But just an interesting fact that I saw. Jane Doe for tier 0.1 to tier 1. Speaking of the devil, Alice will release on top momentum with Yuzu and shift towards physical anomaly, and the end game we find Jane Doe to rise once again back to tier 1. Stupid. How can Pride win, bro? Pride win should have done that like literally patches like a tier list ago. Piper also on tier 1. Piper shares the same similarities with Jane as has benefited from many same boosts. Piper doesn't have anomaly crit as Jane though has, nor has flexibility, but we feel she's close enough. Performance of Jane though raised her tier 1 alongside her for now. Related to tier 2 to tier 3, I mean yeah. Female Collider niche characters bracket since Collider provides sale buffs by her big ability to apply days. With more and more stun characters alternative releasing recently such as Trigger, Jifufu, Pulcra as well as Collider being stronger option than all of the best team of Collider as part of, she finds herself easily replaced belonging to niche characters bracket much more than before. Yes, I agree with that. Sadly, I agree with that. NBA rank tier 3 to tier 4, goddamn. That's sad. Lack of buff, yeah. Inability to enhance other agents damage applying this. Yep. Even though like Anbi is good at tasing or one of the best dazer in the game, the meta right now for stun characters is to have a supporting buff, which is that's literally like the competition on having a one character on a team slot. That one character that you will put on your team slot should be someone who will give you more advantages. And usually support buff is like the advantages that characters or like a team comp need. So that's why like Anbin Kuleda makes sense to for them to go down. Ben moved to DP. Wait, what? I didn't know this. Wait, what? What? It's a joke. Wait, it's a joke. I know. Like I know Ben have like a stupid DPS for some reason like a DPS kit, but it's a joke. No, I know. I mean like what I'm saying, like usually when I do tier list, right? When I always talk about Ben should be on the DPS. I mean, he's a defense character. That's why like in the support. That's why like I agree with him in the support. But I actually didn't expect him to be on like on a DPS itself because it's not a joke that she's like Ben is super good as a DPS, but it's like it's a joke, like usually it's a running joke for tier list for especially for Ben or and also on Zenless 0. Yes, it's true, but it's also a joke. We called it all those months ago, Ben DPS. Yeah, I didn't actually expect them to. Holy shit! I'm saying this because like how should I say, DPS is only like exclusive to attack and anomaly characters. That's why like I'm so like what? Seriously? I actually didn't expect that. What the fuck? Holy. Okay, Ben mode to the oh my god, Ben DPS is real now. Holy shit. Okay, Ben has some lowest play rates among the agents in the endgame, but when he is played right now, it's a DPS, not to support. Based on this, we're moving him over to DPS category for now instead of support. Oh my god, I cannot believe that. That's actually real. So Kako partnered Miyabi tag. So Kako plays on tier list based on their synergy with Miyabi when he's played without her alongside with other damage dealer. Her ranking falls significantly. Hugo probably play with Daze based support and Ellen isn't powerful enough to synergize to keep Sukaku's ranking in the Apex. Based on this, we're giving Sukaku the partner tag to show her ranking based on her being played with Miyabi. Then put that on Lycon also. You already mentioned about freaking Hugo. Put that on Lycon also. Give Lycon a freaking partner tag, bro. Because that still doesn't give us any explanation why Lycon is in tier 0.5. I mean, there's an explanation. There's an explanation for it. But, like, the tier list itself doesn't show it, you know? I pride with. I know you guys wanna put that partner tag on Lycon. Just put it. It's there. We already know why Lycon is in tier 0.5, okay? We already know that. Just put the partner tag. Holy. And Lucy Caesar, Rina, other wishlist, all three support agents are player on our current tier list. We're underperforming compared to their peers. We're watching lists characters for now to see how they perform in the coming phase, making adjustment to their placements. Yup. I don't agree with Lucy and Caesar having a watch list. Rina, I agree more because it's like M0, but M6 Lucy, I don't see it that way. But hey, we will see what they will do in the next tier list. What do you guys think about this tier list, okay? I feel like I already said most of my opinions about this, you know? I already said my opinion about this. But what do you guys think? Because honestly, this is the most surprising freaking tier list that I have seen yet, especially in Zenless Zone Zero. I cannot believe there's like ups and downs in this tier list. Like literally, there's ups and downs, and especially like the big surprise is definitely DPS Ben. Like the Ben is actually a DPS now. I mean, it makes sense, but also like I cannot believe that joke is literally real now. It's real. Holy. Mia Ben Hugo fighting for custody of Lycon. Okay, the thing is, okay, this actually reminds me. When you said that, it reminds me more. Lycon should just have a partner tag for Hugo, not on Miyabi. Let me actually give you a reason why. It's because of Yuzuha. Yuzuha is the best replacement for not Hugo, but for Lycon. Yes, we're gonna have less days, but Yuzuha's buff is too good. Yuzuha's buff add in with Sokoku's buff, I feel like that's insane compared to like Lycon just giving us a stun. I mean, stun is also good, but also what's like the difference between them? Just saying. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys like this video. Comment down below what you think about the tier list. Again, I said it the second time. I keep repeating myself, but thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Oh my god, I hope Pride doesn't disappoint my next tier list. Please Pride Win, fix your tier list. Holy.